moving on to the next question. Like many aspirants ask me that, Bhaiya, I am a dropper. So will they prefer me or a student who is a non-dropper? Like, is there a bias thing between them, or there is nothing such?
Okay. We are probably the only program, to the best of my knowledge, that actually has no age limit for its applicants, right? So why did we do that? We could have easily said what everybody else is doing. We could have set an age limit of 17, 18 or whatever for our incoming students, right? So we consciously chose not to have an age limit because of this particular reason, right? Because all of us get into colleges with some ideas, peer pressure, parents, or incomplete understanding of what this area of study is. And in 6 months, we are wiser and we know that this is not for us, right? It's a possibility. So and that may be true for IPM also, right? I mean, you join into an IPM and 6 months later, you realize that this is not necessarily what I want. I would have probably been better being an engineer or a chemist or whatever that you really want to do. So what does that mean in terms of opportunities? Should we just say, no, you made a choice, now live with it. It's a permanent decision for the rest of your life, right? I mean, that may be the real reason why we have so many people coming to the MBA program immediately after their undergraduate programs. Even before they have graduated from the undergraduate programs, they are enrolling in MBA programs, right? Why are they so desperate to get out of their undergraduate area of study, right? One of the possible reasons is that they did not have a choice. They might have wanted to leave, but the way it is structured, they did not have a choice, right? So we really hope that others follow what we are doing, right? To not have an age limit, to make it universal. So it does not matter whether you have a year or 2 years, or you actually have completed an undergraduate degree and you want to do another undergraduate degree because you think it is not working, right? So all of those situations can happen. So as a education provider, I think everybody should be more open, right? So that's the first response to this whole idea of dropping. So if you are a student who has enrolled in a program and have wisely thought of all the circumstances and are making a choice to drop and take the exam again, I don't think there is anything wrong in it. Okay, just because you made a choice once should not compel you to go through more stress and just suck it up for the next 3 years or 4 years, just like that. That's not how education is supposed to be, right? You should have fun. That's the idea. What's the point in having an education where you are simply waiting for 3 years to complete or 4 years to complete, right? So you are more than welcome to apply to our program if you have a drop year, 2 drop years, or if you already have a undergraduate degree, and if you feel like you want to do this, go ahead and apply. I don't think there is bias in either directions. Okay, we have no, preferences for people who have drop years. At the same point, we have nothing against them, right? So ultimately, if you are smart and meritorious and you accomplish whatever testing processes that we have set for you, and in the interview you are able to come across as someone who will add value to our program as a student, you will be in. I mean, from what I know, at least 15 or 20 people, correct me if I'm wrong, there are at least 15 people in this current batch who have at least 1 drop year. I mean, they might have not done anything, or they might have gone to a program and spent a year and then come to our program. So there are, to my knowledge, there are at least 15 people.
So I'm a dropper.
Oh, okay, you are. So there is evidence, right? So that did not stop you from being let into the program, right? So If you are smart enough to have the sports that matter, if you are able to convince the interviewers that you bring something different, not just that you're a smart person. Everybody's smart in the program at some point. We had 6,000 applicants and we interviewed 800 people. So you can easily imagine the kind of filtering that happens. So all the 800 are equally smart, right? Now we are looking at how are you going to differently add value to the program based on your experiences, extracurriculars, or ambitions that we may be able to help you with. So all of that needs to fall in place, right? So that is how it works. So I would not worry about being having taken a drop year or even having pursued a degree. If you think that you are ready to invest 5 years of your life, from one of your previous conversations, I think, I don't know who it was, but it was very satisfying to listen to the individual who said that at your age, 17, 18, 19, 20, whatever ages, when you make a career decision, it is tempting to think of the next 4 years or 5 years. But what you should really do is think of the next 10 years or 20 years, right? What is it that you really want to do? And think about, so in that scheme of 20 years plan, the 1 year or 2 years of drop will not matter, right? As long as if you make into the program, you put in the right kind of effort and learn what you're supposed to learn, you are not going to worry about the 2 years. Those 2 years are not going to be an issue at all. So I would not worry too much about it.